Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you back to the Time Machine. I'm Harper, and today we're doing a sketchbook tour, flip through, scramble-a-do, whatever you want to call it, for the worst year ever, aka 2020. I think most of us can agree that the opening clip perfectly encapsulates the steaming turd of this year. But before we get going, let's take a look at this from the side. Look at this beefy beast. You got that much stuff going on in 1 year in your sketchbook, consider yourself a champion. This cover looked really cool in my mind, but how it turned out, not that great. There's no lights and darks. I could go on, but let's not. Let's move on, shall we? Surely. Here we go. The first spread, this is from the blank page video, Fear of the Blank Page. Here are 4 of Shakespeare's clowns. The Bob Ross fan club, which is a huge win. This is the fashion faux pas. So clever. Let's keep rolling. Okay, here we go. Here's some thumbnails for the cover. That cover right there, super duper. This guy's all about the glar. And you'll notice throughout, my sketchbook has a lot of journal entries in it as well. And I'm going to block some of that out because I don't need you guys looking over my shoulder and knowing my private thoughts. Here we go. This was for the video. It's just going to be a 1 hour talk and draw, kind of like Minnie Small does. She does it so great. Her voice is fantastic, and her artwork is great. Mine was the opposite of that, really. Listen, they all can't be winners, right? Let's go ahead and move on. Here's a script for the Palm Springs Summit video, which will be coming up here in a few minutes. And I believe that this shot is from the How I Became an Animator video. And you couldn't be able to tell by this terrible, terrible drawing. But yes, I was actually an animator for a little while. Okay, oh, there you go. See, that sums it up right there. Yep, those 2 videos right there. I mean, basically, this could be the logo for 2020 right there. Steaming turd, some flies. There we go. I should have used that for the thumbnail. Speaking of thumbnails, here's some for that drawing from the other side. Super. And I had to do a couple of drawings of those characters because I hadn't drawn them in, 10 years or something? Not that great. This Bartok's okay. More cowbell. Moving on. Okay, this video people liked. This was for my first outsider art video. I had a lot of good times. What does that even mean? Let's try that again. This is fun. I learned a lot of cool stuff. Go back and check out that video if you'd like. This is more of the script from Palm Springs Summit. Here is a never-before-seen drawing by any eyes other than mine. Wow. Feel the power and the grace. Okay, super. We've got more of the script. See how much writing I have to do for the scripts for these videos? Yeah, that's how much work I do. And I do it all for you. More script, more writing, blah, blah, blah. And this spread was for the Art Goals 2020 video. And that turned out pretty cool. I'm not sure if I met any of those goals, because usually you just forget about those by the end of January. But this is a pretty sweet spread. I mean, look how much surface area this drawing is taking up. I mean, this is 11/17. You know what I mean? I put in a lot of work. Plus, there's the Boogie Bot. He's awesome. This lady is like really weird, and that arm's too long and her neck looks weird, but that guy's cool. I like him. He's super cool. No, not really. These 2 are cool. Not really digging her googly eyes. But a snake? Seriously. Clever. Here we go. More writing. Blah, blah, blah. These 2 are having a confrontation about something. Okay, so here's the drawings I did for the Palm Springs Summit. It's a retreat for artists and writers that we do every year. Or maybe it's just a tax shelter sort of write-off thing. I don't know. I made these drawings because the guy who used to own the place that we always go to, his name is Alan Ladd. He was a famous movie actor from the 50s. His most famous role was the film Shane. Shane Come Back. And then some of the other guys did some drawings in here for me. This is Brian Lavelle. This is Farrell Dalrymple. Boop. These are me. This is Andrew Robinson. All right, moving on. And that's Rick. He can draw, he can ink, he can write. The kid's pretty good. I'm not sure. But the most important thing of all of this, bacon sandwich right there. If the FBI comes to get me, that's why. Moving on. Here we go. Okay, this was for the fan art Joker video, which turned out pretty good. People seem to like. I didn't really get the lights and darks very great on this. Kind of got away from me, but that's okay. Thumbnails for that drawing, painting, whatever you want to call it. Neat. Okay, this is for the worst drawing ever day video, as you can tell by this giant word balloon. That skull says ARF. It just was not going well, and then I had to try to turn it around, and I did kind of, but not really. Okay, see, there was like a prelim drawing for that. I even did a preliminary drawing for that, and it didn't work out. Am I mumbling a lot? This is all off the top of my head, and you know how I'm terrible without a script. There's a thumbnail drawing for the pandemic one. Here's El Supremo, who we're going to see later. Yeah, that guy is a legendary gunslinger. This is when the pandemic was first starting. Remember that? Yeah, and now it's just a giant, terrible nightmare. Great. Here we go. Okay, Summer Vibes. I remember Summer Vibes. That was a long time ago. I thought the idea of her hair turning into the waves was cool, but this eye being like way over there and just kind of weird, that's less cool. Not as cool, right? Totally. Here we go. This is a pretty cool painting. I'm not sure what that was about. Oh, I was just testing out like some techniques. Okay, here's the thumbnail for the Doom Soldiers. The No One Cares About Your Art, Get Over It video. Yeah, that sounds a lot more mean than the video actually is. The video is actually kind of nice. I mean, sort of. Not really. Here we go. And there's the actual drawing. This guy, not so much. This guy, meh. This guy, I really like. I don't know why. The guy in the background turned out better. If you'll notice, the guy in the thumbnail over here, the fish guy, looks way cooler than the actual one that I drew. Go figure. That's acrylic and some other magic that I don't remember. Okay, moving on. This is for the 100 drawing prompts video. It'd be cooler if I turned it. You could actually see what I was talking about. That one was called Boop, Start the Machine. And here, oddly enough, are some thumbnails that I did to try to figure out which of those drawings I was going to do for that video. All right, and over here we've got the thumbnail drawing for that video and another one, surprisingly enough. Over here is the Incredible Hulk getting real mad and telling you about it. Hey, and up here is a note that I got from Allie when she gave me all those free art supplies, which was totally super cool. Thank you again, Allie. Real MVP and VIP. And then on this side, we've got the Cold War Punks video drawing over here with a bunch of thumbnails for that. Probably while I was on the phone. Not really sure. This has got a bunch of paper and crunchy stuff under it. I thought this turned out really cool, but surprisingly, most people did not like that video. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? I think it's awesome. But let's move on past my sadness. Mega City Madhouse. This is clearly going to be Judge Dredd because seriously guys, I am the law. I had to do some prelim drawings of him to remember what he looked like because who knows. And then bam, full page spread, Judge Dredd. Again, to my slight surprise, people did not really respond to this video that well. I know. How do you not like Judge Dredd? Maybe it was the drawing. Okay, there we go. And now this video I liked. This is the Mysterious Gunslinger El Supremo for the Brutal Style video, which I thought turned out pretty cool, and I actually still like this drawing, which is pretty rare. So let's take a moment to take that in. Hashtag blessed. Okay, here we go. Next up, this is the thumbnail drawing for the How to Find Your Art Style video, just like it says right there that I can read. Great, there's a lady with her motorcycle. This was a 60 or 90 minute sketchbook jam. Just no thought, just go for it. And you can tell, again, I still like this little skull guy. He's pretty cool. And on this side, we've got a double-page spread of the INKTOBER Scandal video, which turned out okay, but again, in my mind, it looked way cooler. But, you know, spooky. Okay, we've got probably a drawing. Try that again, because that was a stink bomb. Okay, and on this side, looks like we've got a couple of thumbnail drawings for that drawing on the other page. Guy from Fuel. This guy, I don't know, he's stubborn. Not sure what that was from. This was from a 60-minute sketchbook video. This turned into Vampirates. Blood Tide! If you like terrible singing and you want to hear me do it, go watch that video right now. Moving on. Okay, on this side, we've got some page layouts for the Fuel comic. This guy, he's looking to fight. I don't know. Some other notes for stuff. This was for the video where I was going to quit YouTube, and I told everybody about it. And oddly enough, to no surprise, everyone started unsubscribing. And I was like, guys, I was kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not completely quitting. I was just going to move some of my other time. Anyway, it was a dark day. Let's move on. All right, and on this side, we've got this badass lady. Put this in a video. Spoilers, I did. That's in the How to Draw Better series of videos that I did. This is from the Shark Fashion Week video, which was a giant waste of time. These guys, always lurking, be on the lookout. And speaking of Shark Fashion Week, check out this giant pile of steaming turd. According to people who did not watch this video, this was tumbleweeds and just a ghost town of like when I put this video out. No one cared. And you know what? I can't really blame them, except for shark cleavage. Enough said. Okay, these look like some thumbnails from another video that I was going to do, but then never did, entitled Batman Trapped on Vampire Island. I think that would have been pretty sweet, but I didn't do it, and now it's a spoiler, so now I'm not going to do it. Totally tubular, complete bummer. These are a couple of motorcycles, more talking, and moving on. Okay, I used that for the thing on the bops. Okay, that was a thumbnail for my new Patreon header, which you should shoot over there right now, sign up, and look at all the stuff on there if you'd like. More general hogwash over here. All right, over here we've got your friend, your buddy, your pal. I don't know what that is. And this, by Jode. Listen, if you can't laugh at your own stuff, who will laugh at it? Nobody. This is also from a 60-minute just sketchbook jamboree draw session that in my mind looked cool. Again, this, just didn't work out. Cool, but I learned some stuff, and I'm going to take that with me. That's nice. Okay, let's work on some sound effects here. Got this lady here. I got this prize for the best car drawing ever. I think you can agree that's a winner. Here's another 60-minute drawing video, all on my channel. You may go watch them right now, you lucky ducks. And it's quite spooky. Old ghosts linger beyond their time, faded yet perceptible. Wow, that is deep and very spooky. My spine is just tingly. So much. Okay, and here's a humble brag about voting. Here's a biker guy with a squirrel in his hair, another bike, and then here's some prelim thumbnails for the Akira Tetsuo drawing that I did. Here is Tetsuo yelling at Kaneda. I still can't say that dude's name right. And here's Kaneda yelling at Tetsuo. Basically the entire movie of Akira. And drum roll, please. Skablam. Here's the shot of Tetsuo and his giant arm just going berserker, eating a pill. I think that turned out pretty cool. I think most people liked it in the video. I'm not sure. Go see for yourself. Okay, over here we've got Dr. Werewolf, DIY Doomsday. He's got his own show now. Not really. This is a thumbnail for the Outlaw Ghost Rider Brutal Style video. And let's get brutal right now. Here it is. Boom. He's the spirit of vengeance. He likes all things vengeance, is what I've heard. He's like, grr, I'm all about the vengeance. I've got a knife. I've got a flaming head. Let me do my stuff. I got nothing. Let's move on. Okay, that didn't work out. This was going to be the thumbnail for the How to Draw Better series video. But then it turned into something else, and I said, no. And speaking of, here are all the drawings, 30 drawings in 4 videos of how to draw better. There's one. There's a little Batman. There's another one. You've just seen these a little while ago. And there's Batman in all his glory. Handcrafted, artisanal, limited edition mayhem on this side. So you got that going for you. Let's head on. And this side, what do we got? 90 minutes and another fail closer. Note to self, learn how to draw eyes. that's a good note. This one was cool. This is a fun one to do on this side. All right, super neat. Okay, 75 minutes of trying to dig out of a hole. Yep, that's about what that drawing was about. It turned out okay, I think, in the end, mostly, but, you know, it happens. Okay, so this is magic versus technology, and then after I painted that, I painted this Dracula guy, and that bled through all over that old drawing, which is a little sad, but you know, what are you going to do? It's just a sketchbook. Here we go. Still rolling. This, like I said, is a 60-minute vamp slam, sort of Nosferatu-ish looking dude. On this side, we've got my buddy Rory rolling out his Camaro, taking care of business. All right, moving on. Oh, I'm glad to hear that we've got the landscapers firing up now. So we should hear some weed blowers and some lawn mowers and all kinds of cool stuff in the background moving forward. Fantastic. This one in my mind was cool. Didn't turn out that great. All part of the How to Draw Better series. This was a page torn out of a catalog and then I painted on top of it. This is a not wonderful Wonder Woman. That is, stink bomb. And on this page, this guy was a cool drawing. I liked him. Okay, this was a heartbreaker as spellbreaker, heartbreaker. That was definitely 95 minutes of impending doom because I got about 3/4 of the way through that and then it turned into a giant steaming turd and I just had to rub ink all over it and then be really sad for like a good 7-8 minutes. And then I said, turn the page, and I did. Okay, and over here we've got more pages from that catalog, happened to be from Viking longships, and then I said, you know what, let's put a dragon on it. Call it a day. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Cool. All right, here we go. Forever Darken Your Door. That sounds spooky and ominous. Do-do-do-do-do. Ominous. Do-do-do-do. Okay, over here we've got the summer kid thinking about the 1st of October. He wants to go trick-or-treating really bad, probably the only day he can go outside. Whoops, missed a page. Okay, this lady is hanging out with her cool abstract paintings. I thought this turned out pretty cool too, but we'll see. You can decide. Next up, we've got these guys talking about music that they love. Why not? I don't know. That's a crap drawing. Moving on. Here we go. Speaking of sweet, sweet music, Tony Orlando and Dawn's classic Tie a Yellow Ribbon. If you're a younger person, you might want to look that up on YouTube, and then you'll get it. Some cool collage underneath there. Otherwise, just like a quick, brutal drawing. Fun to do. Okay, moving on. What is this? Oh, that's the Spectre, who makes a secret appearance at the end at the 4th video of this series that most people did not watch, but that was the Spectre. And there's a big story behind that, but I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. More zombies from that. This lady and the Spectre now can make out. You ready? Okay, that was weird. This is the warrior badass lady from that same series. Turned out pretty cool. Just pencil with some ink and brutal style. Neat. Okay, this drawing, not so much. That's a big stink bomb. Let's go past that one fast. This was sort of an abstract painting with a spooky message, as above, so below, if you didn't get that last time. If you didn't watch that video, you should go back and watch it right now. You should, for real. Here we go. This like spooky devil guy I thought turned out pretty cool. I put that on the thumbnail of the 4th video in that series, and people yawned. They didn't like it. They're just like, yeah, whatever, don't care. Not clicking. Here's me not clicking. Okay, this side we've got the boogie van. turned out pretty cool. It would have been better if I would have actually inked it instead of just being lazy and leaving it in pencil, but, you know, live, learn, laugh. That's what I always say. Live, learn, laugh, learn, whatever, however that lady said it in that book so long ago. Here is Frankie doing some relaxing, I guess. I got nothing for that. Let's head on. And now we've got this surf guy. This was going to be a Fu Manchu shirt, which is a great band. And then that day I was listening to the Surf Punks, and I said, you know what? How about an homage? How about a tip of the hat to the Surf Punks? You should go listen to those videos right now as well. Okay, this is a really bad drawing. I do still like that type treatment. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. Other than that, sad skull. All right, and over here we have the last drawing in that 4-video series. That you should draw every day and you'll get better, I promise. That guy turned out pretty cool. I like that dude. He listens to Motley Crue, but who doesn't? And this guy, you don't get to see the finished drawing of him because in that video I get attacked by an apparition, a specter, and I am possibly never heard of or from again. And you should go watch that video right now so you can know just what the hell I'm talking about, son. Okay, and that looks like the thumbnail for the Memento Mori drawing, which is right here. Just put your pencils down, punk. Just draw it in ink. This turned out pretty cool, although I should have done some better values and stuff on his face, but I was in kind of a hurry, and obviously that hand looks like it was a woodshop class accident his sophomore year in high school. But other than that, pretty neat, pretty cool. Okay, you know in the beginning of that video, I write this out, and it took me 3 tries, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep all 3 of those right there. Keep them next to my heart. It's very special. This is the second Outsider art video that I did. This one is for the artwork that is from people who were actually in an asylum, in a psychiatric hospital. Turned out okay. I don't know. I mean, that's all right. It's a good video, though. You should go check it out because you'll learn a lot from people who are smart about that stuff, and I don't know anything about it. All right, cool. Here we go. That looks a blank page. That's very exciting. Okay, this guy's got a mustache. These are for comics that I'm going to do later, so I don't want you to see that, so I'm going to just pretend like that was thrown out. This is from my neighbor. You saw that. This guy's got some good jokes for you there. And this was the 90-minute video. Maybe it took more like 2.5 hours. Just a sketchbook jam video that was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It's all been a big blur. What do we got next? Here we go. That's blocked out because that's a new video coming up in like 2 weeks that I'm excited about. It's going to be super cool. And this is the drawing that I just did, last week? I think so. That turned out okay, but it was just kind of like a turd bomb in the end. Kind of the story of 2020, isn't it? Okay, moving on. Listen, look at all these blank pages I still have left to fill out. What is this? Oh, that's a drawing for the cover. That's so fascinating. But there it is on the back, plans and schemes. And speaking of plans and schemes, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a ton of rad ideas and cool stuff lined up for 2021 so that we can make it a hell of a lot better than the giant steaming turd that was 2020. But until then, keep drawing, keep filling up your sketchbooks, and please, keep watching my videos. Seriously, I gotta tell you, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you in the new year. And for even more hot sketchbook action, cool stories about art and life, and dad jokes, check out these rad videos right here. And if you thought this video was pretty damn sweet, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon so you'll never miss another sketchbook video right here on the Time Machine. Thank you so much for watching. You are really, really great. Anyone ever told you that before?